MacVoicesTV at Macworld iWorld 2012 is sponsored by Tropical Software's Top 10 Notes for the Mac, iPhone, iPod Touch, and iPad. With the ability to have instant access to information via quick notes, multiple notes on screen, cloudless syncing, built-in templates, and complete control, Top 10 Notes will get you organized and keep you organized. Download a free demo at top10notes.com. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner, and this is MacVoicesTV at Macworld iWorld 2012. We're on the show floor in the Code 42 booth, talking to Mike Evangelist of Code 42, but you probably know them as CrashPlan. Mike, welcome to MacVoicesTV.
Thanks, Chuck. It's great to be here.
You've been a tough guy to catch up with because right before or as the show started, you announced a major funding initiative.
That's true, we did. We had two venture capital firms, one in Minneapolis and one in Silicon Valley, invested a combination of $52.5 million into our company so that we could, so we can keep doing what we're doing.
$52.5 million, that buys a lot of servers.
It does buy a few servers, although with the, I don't know if you've heard about the thing in Thailand with the floods, that the price of servers has gone up pretty dramatically. But yes, it helps that. It helps us. One of our big roadmap plans is that we'll be expanding more into Europe and Asia with our services at all levels, the CrashPlan for the consumer and our enterprise product. So it's a great thing, and these investors see that what we're doing aligns with their vision of the future, which is, of course, a lot of stuff in the cloud and people generating massive amounts of data every day, and of course CrashPlan fits right into that.
We were talking before the interview, and I said, I am a customer, I am a fan. CrashPlan has never let me down. It's so easy. I've had not so good experiences with your competitors, and so I'm a tried and true CrashPlan user.
Oh, that's great. Maybe we should stop there. That's perfect.
But you were telling me, though, that you have a really, really big enterprise presence as well, and that's something that, as a CrashPlan user, I may not always appreciate.
That's right, and we actually have three different product lines. We have CrashPlan and CrashPlan Plus, which is what you're familiar with, and it's really aimed at home users and small organizations. We have something called CrashPlan Pro, which is for small businesses up to a couple hundred computers, and then we have CrashPlan Pro E, which is for 200 computers plus, and it's a very robust enterprise level backup solution, and it's used by huge companies around the world, companies like Salesforce.com and Oracle and Adobe and a long, long list of companies. And it's the cool thing for us and for our customers is that the things we learn from serving hundreds of thousands of individual users helps us make our enterprise product better. And the things we learn doing the enterprise product about making it totally bulletproof and scalable and being able to back up to multiple servers in multiple geographic locations, those things make our consumer and our small business product better. So they tend to work together in that way. And that's really what we're all about, is we're about protecting data and making it accessible, whether you're one computer user or a Fortune 100 company.
The other thing, too, that makes me very happy about CrashPlan is that you guys are Mac people. You work on the Windows side, too, because that's what as you said, that's what you have to do in business.
That's right.
But there is sorry for the pun, but there's an Apple core to Code 42.
Oh, that's totally true. A lot of us have been Mac users for a long, long time. In fact, I worked at Apple for a few years, and it's what we found is that we launched CrashPlan at a Macworld, in fact, in early 2007, and it was really embraced quickly, which was very gratifying. But what we found over the past few years is that our Mac base, those people who are using CrashPlan, they are taking their Macs and they're taking their iPhones and they're taking their iPads into the office with them. And we're sort of sneaking in the back door, you might say, all on the Apple sort of theme. And it's been tremendous for us. And over the years, we have a really strong Windows user community as well. In fact, it's now, I think, surpassed the Mac community, but not the traditional ratio of 90 to 10. It's more like half and half. And it's one of the things that's helped us as corporations more and more have accepted Macs and are adopting Macs, the fact that we work on both Windows and Mac, and also Linux, which is kind of unusual, but that's helped us grow into areas where we might not otherwise, servers and things like that. But we always come back to our Mac core, and that's why we're here at Macworld again, because I have to still call it Macworld, even though they want us to call it iWorld. But I'm a Mac guy, and to me this is Macworld. But yeah, it's totally true, and we try to make the experience of using CrashPlan as Apple-like as possible. And I mean, that's a very high bar, and having come from Apple myself, we aspire to it. I won't necessarily say we're there yet, but we keep working towards that, of making it just super simple.
Mike, just for the folks, there are probably 2 people on the whole planet that don't know what CrashPlan is, but for those 2, give us a quick idea of the services you offer to the consumer level.
Sure. Well, the really simple explanation is that we do cloud backup for personal computers. So whether it's a Mac or a Windows machine or a Linux machine, you install CrashPlan software on it, and then you can automatically back up to our servers, aka the cloud, or you can back up to hard drives that you own. And a unique feature of CrashPlan is that you can also back up to other computers that belong to you or friends or relatives, assuming you have permission. And these backups are totally encrypted, so nobody else can see your information. But what this allows you to do, one of the basic tenets of our approach to backup is we believe you have to have more than one backup. Only one backup is not a backup. That's what we say. So absolutely, we want you to back up to our cloud, because if your computer gets stolen, you want to have a geographically separate backup. But you also want to have a local backup on a hard drive, so that if your whole system fails and you have to restore, you don't have to wait for it to download from the cloud. You can restore quickly and be operational fast. And so CrashPlan's designed from the very start to be what we call multi-destination, and to make that super simple and automatic. And it's also what we call continuous backup. So you can set it, if you want, to back up as often as every minute. And what this allows you to do is go back in time in that sort of increment. So if I screw up a keynote presentation that I'm working on, but I don't realize it for 45 minutes, I can go back to the version that I had an hour ago and restore that and be back where I was really fast.
And again, I love the fact that you address all levels of backup, that you don't just sell necessarily the cloud or the local, but you addressed the whole thing.
Right, and it kind of goes back to this philosophy we have that we have to assume that everything's going to fail at some point. And even though we do our best to make our cloud really bulletproof and to never go down anything, but if you really want to protect your data and you want to do this prudently, you have to assume that one backup is not enough, like I already said. And so we made it simple to do that. Having said that, though, if you're the kind of person who doesn't want to bother with it, just installing CrashPlan, click Start, quit the application. You never have to think about it again. It's going to back up to the cloud, and when you need that bit of data back or all your data back, it'll be there for you.
Mike, thanks so much for the time. I know it's been very busy, and you especially have been very busy, but congratulations on the funding, and please keep doing what you do.
Thanks very much. It's great to talk to you, Chuck.
MacVoicesTV is at Macworld iWorld 2012 all week, and we wish you were here too. I'm Chuck Joyner. Thanks for watching. MacVoicesTV is part of the MacVoices Group and a member of Mac Level 10.